Hey guys, love and light, love and light. All right, so hopefully you can join me on the live tonight. Should be about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But interestingly enough, you guys, I almost forgot about the freaking portal. Not gonna lie here, okay? So we're gonna talk about it. I do have a message, kind of really went deep, and it's literally by source, okay? So source came through for the win, for your win in particular, so listen up, okay? All right. For those that will hit the like on the video, thank you. You're amazing. For those that enjoy the vibe and subscribe, mwah, love and light. All right. I really appreciate you guys spending time on the channel through the videos or with your girl on a live. Okay. So please don't think otherwise. All right. And let's get to your reading. All right. So again, we're pulling for a message referable to such a time as this, and gosh, I couldn't have pulled with any greater specificity as this literal aspect of the timeline. Now you guys, this is a general collective reading, yes, but it's also a timeless one in the sense that every freaking reading on this channel, whenever you find it, it found you. Divine timing. See how that works? All right, so don't get too stuck on the, well, it's not 6/6 of any kind of year. All right, if you were called to this message, it was calling you. That's how it works, okay? All right, and of course, lastly, you guys don't forget to use your own intuition, okay? Thank you. Whoever I'm talking to, you are a brave soul. You are a spiritual badass warrior, king or queen, or what have you. Okay, I promise, in case you wondered, yes and amen, you are. All right, literally, I've got synchronicities about threat protection. Okay, so call your energy back if applicable, and damn sure protect it. Again, this is not a doom and gloom message. I'm literally going to say probably like the ultimate opposite here in just a few moments, if you'll give me a time and a place to do so. Are you making space for your girl? That's amazing. Love you for that. Celebrating. My kids screaming in the background like a banshee, but I promise it's just a synchronicity of love and light. All right. And you gotta trust here, honey bun. You gotta trust that you are on the great side of this karma. You've got to trust that like your blessings exist, and because they do, they exist for you, kind of thing, right? And I gather whoever I'm talking to, I mean, you know, and you do work those programs, those mantras, those affirmations, right? And so like the general overarching message is like, hey, I'm almost hearing attaboy. I don't know who talks like that. Attaboy, right? You know, I almost want to call you kiddo. Like very proud papa energy here makes sense. I guess we're talking about source. I mean, source doesn't really have genitalia, so therefore it doesn't have sex, right? Many people call it he, so we'll just go with that, I guess. All right. We'll bend to the patriarch is, I can't even say the word. I just hate it so much. No, let me stop. The patriarchy, right? It is what it is, right? It's in the tarot, it's everywhere, okay? So, whoever I'm speaking to, though, you're literally co-creating with source. Like, I need you to understand that. I also need you to honor that and celebrate it. Somebody needs to take a pregnancy test. Okay, should take a pregnancy test, and congratulations. That will be a very special baby for sure, especially with the transits as they currently are. We've got new moon energy. I believe that's in Gemini, right? And we're literally in the 6/6 portal. You guys, look up the angel numbers, would you? They really help round out the messages, and this is a phenomenal time to do so. I'm gonna ask you to kind of like dumb it down though for some reason, and really just hit up the 6 energy, right? And then take a look at the 6/6. I mean, it's double the energy of that, right? And really, you guys, I was low-key thinking, I was like, okay, 24 gives us another 6, and I know 666 is a hella great number, no pun intended, and I promise it's not demonic, okay? It's been demonized, yes, but demonic, no, never that. Those that know. So anywho, all right, continuing on with this message from source. Okay, it's coming in. Why would that be? Well, because you've been actively co-creating with Source, with it, with he or she, right, for quite some time now. All right, such that you kind of had a little talk with Daddy, didn't you? It kind of went like, hey, I'm fucking tired, like I'm burnt out, I'm wounded, okay? And this is kind of giving understatement because the cards that I'm looking at here, and really this is mostly pulled from the Citadel Oracle, but we do have one of our new oracles for the channel I'll be showcasing on the live, all right, and that is the Spirit Messages Oracle cards, okay? Wasn't really guided to the tarot. If I am guided, I promise I'll hit it up, right? But this message went really deep, so I don't know if I'll even have time for that because I don't want to be late for you guys on the live. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for you, okay? But the thing is, it's like Source wants to come through and be like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. It's like the operation didn't go as planned. It's not failed, but it damn sure didn't go as planned in certain specificities or particularities, right? There's also that pesky freaking bittersweet pill called free will of others and yourself, right? And this isn't a blame game. It's just Source explaining what it is, how sometimes it just is what it is. And sometimes it's just not pretty, right? And that's exactly what we're talking about here. Whoever I'm talking to, gosh, you could write a book. You might be an artist of sorts. You've got enough trauma to create, that's for sure. So if you're sitting there going, wait, I knew I had the trauma, I had no idea I could create, I challenge you, okay? You've been challenged enough anyhow, but I challenge you to get a release here, really, and start creating. I don't really care what it is, just create, okay? Maybe consult that inner child, all right? The inner child loves to play, yes, but loves to create. And if we're being honest, right, thoughts become words and words become things, right? It's a creation process. And I really can't think of another aspect of self that's got like easy access to, right? And I say that tongue in cheek because most people are not even tapped in with this aspect of self. And by that, I mean the inner child, right? But the inner child has a phenomenal imagination. Yes, but because of that, can born out really lucrative ideas, guys, right? It's kind of why everything here is set up for adults to do everything but play and ultimately create, right? Right. That's why we have terms like starving artist, right? You usually don't attach lucrative to that firstly. When you're dealing with art, okay, there's always this unwritten code that you're really going at it on your own, carving a name, a niche perhaps for yourself out of the cleft of the rock perhaps, and all of that is not easy, is it? Well, it should be, whoever I'm speaking to. Even aside from the trauma, you have talents, all right? Did you tap in? Are you utilizing your giftings? Do you utilize even the normal zip zilch kind of aspect of the brain capacity that you carry? Like, did you check? Did you test it? Have you learned anything recently? Check in, because you don't want stagnancy here. No. There's a lot to be grateful for in the months up ahead, all right? Some of you weeks, right? But I'm really getting this energy of months, right? There's this moon energy, and the moon energy is really speaking of on the other side of these sacrifices that you're getting ready to be asked, or maybe you honestly already know, if you're being honest with yourself, what those particular sacrifices and the specificities that would come with them would mean. On the other side of that, what you can't see right now, this moon energy, it's not even anything bad. It's what you can't see is how not bad it ultimately will stay. It's like, we're always almost like, without even batting an eyelash, really finding a means, a method, a modality, a mechanism to do some sort of damage control, right? We love control, don't we? I mean, we're good at it, we'd like to think, right? But being imbalanced and in control looks a lot different, right? And so whoever I'm speaking to, you've learned that lesson. Congratulations. And therein, with that lesson, ushers in the energies of new, okay? New abundance, new mindsets, new energy, just all in all, right? And not really a lot of regret and not really a lot of longing. And maybe right now you're saying, wow, that would be amazing to just really sit here with myself and feel resolved, lacking nothing, longing for no one, right? And it's like, yeah, yes and amen, right? That's just up ahead. So keep going, keep doing the work, keep digging in. All right. You're literally co-creating with source. And yeah, we've talked about that, like, I don't know, 17 times already, right? 17 may be a number of significance. Reducing down to 8, that's hella significant if you ask me, because the 8s speak of being in the total will and alignment of God, of source, energy, right? Right. And whoever I'm talking to, you have been tasked with, oh yes, you have, I see it, really hitting the drawing board a few times. I started to say a couple, and it's like, yeah, no way, a few times, okay? This could be referable to self-identity. This could be referable to business. I'm hearing engineering. So somebody could even really be creating building structures, okay? It could be a structural engineer sorts. Doesn't have to be, but I know there's way more than one type of engineer, but for some reason structural was coming to mind over that of the others. So take the engineer and the tag word and the energy as it resonates here, honey bun, okay? There could be some significance to Paris. Somebody may be getting ready to travel there, or to relocate there, or someone does often travel or, visit that lands, okay? Or you could hail from, like, it's just giving the energy of like, you're not there though. There's just some significance to Paris. I'm not getting that this particular person literally resides in Paris or the person on your mind, but there's some significance to Paris, okay? Let me not get distracted here. Okay. So source wants you to know, like, I saw the all. And you too are the all in all. So please don't give away your power. It's almost like I want to say again, this is not a blame game. This is a protective, daddy God type of vibe attached to really an instruction, right? Like, it's like how not to be fucked up. Okay. It's like, step 1 is just whatever I just channeled, right? Right. So there's that. And you got good news up ahead, all right? But this may come with greater responsibility. I kind of say that tongue-in-cheek because, of course, it's going to be giving new levels, new doubles, right? And I promise it's not a doom and gloom message. It's just it is what it is message. Sometimes it just is what it is. That keeps coming through because somebody needs to just detach. Like, it literally just is what it is. Like, you're not going to change that. Now what? It's not even on the agenda according to the divine and your birthright and your soul contract to change that. Now what? Unbunch the panties, unbunch the boxers, okay? Unbunch the noose, because it's giving noose type of energy. I don't know if you're, really contemplating noose-like vibes. Don't do it. Don't believe the hype. Check the description box immediately. Send me an email, all right? You've got allies out there, and you've got your girl. Hello, hey, hi, right? So it's funny because, somebody might be feeling forgotten out there. All right. It's not funny. It's funny that I just looked down at this card. I had a whole other message download attached to it. But then I was just channeling what I was just channeling. And I looked down and I'm like, wow, this person, whoever I just channeled for, really feels forgotten. And I hate that for you. I don't like it one bit. So that means some of you are being watched. Okay. Hello. I need you to understand you're all being anyone, anything, any entity, any creature, any being under the sound of my voice, especially for this particular portal message. you're being watched is an understatement for you. Okay, so don't get it twisted. But what I'm trying to hone in on is that you're being watched while you're self-sabotaging. It's like, oopsie, don't do that, right? It's like the kind of shit that you wouldn't want to be watched doing. Like maybe there's even other stuff that you would normally be embarrassed about being watched doing, and it's still giving you probably sign up to do just that before what you're really doing, which is giving fuck shit. And I love you. I'm not coming for you. The message stands. There's this bluntness to the channeling because it's like somebody really needs to understand just what it is. Like, it's like, okay, you've identified your emotions. Well, the thing is, honey bun, emotions can lie, and good thing for that. It's not even a bad thing all the time if you can wrap your head around that. Like, for instance, not every single person does hate you. Wow. Good thing that when you feel that way, that's a falsity, right? See how that works? Okay. So there's this leveling of expectation that just kind of needs to be dialed down a notch. This is not any kind of message whereby, I'm saying that the divine and of course, definitely not source would come through to say something to the effect of, hey, you're not worthy. You're not enough. Oh, everybody but you, as far as blessings and love and light, right? No. Okay, so don't get that twisted either. Right? It's just there's some sort of lens tweak here, okay? It's like if you're going to tweak out anyways, right? Let's dial down the anxiety and fear-riddled type of situation and go on ahead and really kind of tweak this perception, which also is really asking for you to dial down fear. Fear of what? Failure. Now, we've all been there. What else? Missed opportunities. Oh, let's talk about it. Nothing for you. And I'm going to see how you already thought you knew what I was going to say. Hold on, let's back up a bit. Give me a chance. All right. I really appreciate you still being with me, but I really need you to get this even more importantly than I need my ego stroked. You know what I'm saying? Right? I promise. Okay. I'm not here for that. The message, is that you need to really stop telling a false narrative here. I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose. I'm saying you need to stop. I mean, it is what it is, right? The source is the source. Right? Like you can't, like I can't fart for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried at one time. I couldn't even burp for your ass. Okay. Like see how that works? Right. So, I mean, we talk about you doing your part and this includes this, right? You got to do it and you can. That's why you're being asked to, because best believe if the divine knew 1,010%, hell, even 1,000%, right? That you damn sure couldn't do something, best believe that before they even came to that conclusion, they were already assisting you. You are earth angel energy, right? Right. You are of source energy, right? Right. But do you know that or did you forget? Is that why you feel forgotten? Did you tell yourself you were? Well, source, the loving spiritual father that it can be, right? Is waiting in the wings, like, okay, I'll just protect you in the meantime until you pull your head out of your arse. That's for some, not all. General collective message. But hey, I can't mince words. I've got to give you the message for whoever it is for. I need not even know, I promise, okay? I'm not here to judge. I wouldn't want the karma. This is literally a source message, so I literally have to be obedient in giving the channeling and the message the way it comes. Don't unalive the messenger, okay? And source will know, okay? Like, so please, I don't even want that karma for you, bruh. Yeah, so again, this message is coming to you as a source of apology because you, honey bun, whoever you are, guy, girl, what have you, right? And yes, this message is for more than one, so please don't sit there and say, oh, it's probably for... Okay, don't fall prey to the hype shit, okay? You need to trust in your connection to the divine. Trust that the divine connects to you if and when you quote unquote can't. All right. And that's not, hey, let's gather around and tell ourselves false narratives. Really, I didn't say any kind of false narrative, but what I gave you was a narrative that you can get to maybe quicker, okay, depending on where you are at in the path and mentally, and with your faith muscles flexed. Maybe you haven't been to the gym in a while. You know what I'm saying? This is a general collective message. All right. So if you're sitting there, it's funny. I was giving a reading for one of my kids the other night, and I was like, you're sitting there getting defensive when you could just eat this message, because I don't even know, like, why with specificity that you should even get defensive about this. And so if the instruction's coming through and you're already doing that instruction, then you just celebrate, like, yeah, like, I'm doing it, it's working, right? So that's for somebody too, because I feel like I needed to explain that or express that so somebody could really just kind of like and maybe enjoy tarot again. I don't know, somebody's getting flustered out there, and you might need to take a break, honey bun. I get that too, you know. We've all been there, okay? But whoever I'm talking to, you know, there is this stubborn streak I do see. But it's kind of like what kept you alive. So it's not like bad, but there is like this need to like maintain balance in it, right? Like Kill Bill comes to mind, right? Like it's like there are moments in the path where you've got to have a couple knives, and then, you know, maybe you've got to twirl around a bit and do some roundhouses. And then there are other moments where you're just sitting there chewing on a little bit of something and drinking some coffee, strategizing for your next move. You know, like, so there's like this need to like really reassess like what's appropriate and when, right? I don't know if this is relating to somebody who just really has an issue with speaking out inside thoughts. Like, it's like, oh honey, did you notice you said that out loud? Homer Simpson comes to mind, and it's so funny. Interestingly enough, he's on my screen, so somebody could be smoking a little something, listening to some lo-fi perhaps. Interesting. Or somebody could live in a very urban city. You could be having access to like a balcony of sorts, right? Maybe you go out there. Let me take a look at this number. I do see 2711, and that kind of gives 911. So you could be seeing 27 or 11. You could be seeing 9s or 11s, or 911 as well comes to mind, okay, as a synchronicity. But you got to trust in your connection to the divine. It's always speaking, and by it, I mean, I'm definitely including source, all right? So don't come for me. Source, God, goddess, your higher self, however the tag words are that you use, right? We're talking energy. And we're talking power. And so, you know, it's like you need to understand like the direct connected divinity is literally so close to you that it is you, if that makes sense, right? Like really rework training your brain. I don't know if somebody really went through a lot of religious templating. I get that, right? And it's a lot, because you're taught like from birth, man. They baptize you as soon as you get out, and they tell you like without God you're a piece of shit. You know. And it's like, golly, you know what? I hope you didn't, pierce the right or the wrong flesh, right? I hope you didn't smash ass. I hope you didn't, fill in the blank, right? Hope you didn't chew a little too much, drink a little too much, because God won't love you in those states, kind of thing. It's like, oh my God, like the way that the Bible is still like the most, in print publication of all prints is just amazing, because it's kind of like the religious community kind of had their work cut out for them. I feel like if they infused a lot more actual love and light and the vibration and the essence and energy of God, they probably could have controlled those people with greater specificity and probably for a greater agenda. But then therein lies the problem. I'm saying too much. But anyway, so yeah, new levels, new devils. All right. So study to show yourself approved. I don't know where you're going, and it could be Paris. Gosh, those catacombs come to mind, right? It's like, God, I don't know. Like, I literally visited ESP in Philly one time, and I really had a hard time physically maneuvering because I got sick, but it was like, what was going on was like, I'm feeling what happened there. So there was like trauma, violence, a lot of sickness, like tuberculosis. Like my chest was like That just was so horrible, right? And so when I found out that, basically like the underground over there in gay old Paris is basically like everybody else's bones that just aren't still walking the earth over there, right? I was like, oh my God, like I don't know if I might get sick there. I wonder, I don't know. But I would love to visit. I mean, I really, God, it seems so romantic. And I would love to, I plan to go, but I don't know why it keeps coming out. That's so funny. It's so weird. Some of you are feeling hesitant about these next steps. You're already doubting yourself at your core. Again, it is what it is. This is for somebody that probably doesn't realize at the core you're doubting yourself. You're fearing success kind of thing, right? You probably have like some very well thought out other excuses, right? But it's like this energy of like the guides have watched, God has spoken, right? And it's like, it just is what it is. You've got to actually own up to this and check yourself, honey bun, right? But not in the sense of like, oh, daddy God's mad, you deserve a spanking, right? Like, no, it's just like, hey, you're amazing and we want that for you. So we want you to be amazing in your most amazingness, right? And then also we want your timeline to be the most highest vibrationally amazingness, right? And so it can all come together in one big ginormous ball of amazingness because you are amazingness. See what I mean? And that's your birthright, and that's your goal, right? Especially whoever I'm speaking to. Yeah, you understand, like, you're the captain of the ship, right? You understand you're co-creating with source. But there are, like, these, like, different tweaks in perception that can really just fucking, like, have this shit take off where you go, wow, I am God, right? Like, and not even in, like, the blasphemous or egoic sense, but just like a damn, that literally is the case. It is what it is. I am that I am, right? And this is, most of you, maybe, I don't know if everyone can catch this. This is somebody, yeah, as I look at like the sword of the truth and the sentinel here, this is a very, I mean, it's not a contest. Hold on a second. Yeah, like, I mean, this is somebody, you may call yourself a magi or magi, I don't know how to say that, but, or a magician, or, like, about that occultic life, right? But not in the trendy sense, and not in, like, the lower density sense, right? You were fated to live out this path, chills on this, right? And yet you got flack for it. You are the black sheep. You got shot on for it, persecuted, some, maybe not all, right? And yet, you inspired, it's like with your stubbornness, tenacity, and drive, and you repeatedly unsticking yourself from the miry clay that was being thrown onto you, at you. You repeatedly took on your own back the stones that were thrown onto you, at you, right? Because of your existence, because of your mission, your message, your agenda, because of your tenacity and perseverance in it all, right? You learned to be the alchemist for yourself so much that you firstly go to you. So this is not for everyone, and that's what I'm trying to get at, okay? It's not a contest. I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh my God, there's this one person on the left corner of the earth that's so special. None of us are included. It's not that, but I need to honor, like, it's like I want to attach, like, the amazing or, like, the great to your name, right? Like, because you just really intentioned this. Like, you answered the call, right? Like, I'm not saying from day one you understood the assignment, but once you realized that once you got the message that you're chosen and you're expected to step up, stand up, advocate, change, break off, right? You said yes and amen. And from that point on, you have just soared, chills, with such expediency and efficacy It's like how somebody would say, like, oh, well, you got a gun? Yeah, yeah. You know how to shoot it? Yeah, I go to the range. Yeah. Me and my boys, you know, we have a couple beers and we go over to Parkson's range and we shoot off a couple rounds. And then there's like, oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Molowski. I had no idea you were in service. Thank you for your service, sir. The Navy SEALs, you said. Yeah. Oh, you have a gun? Wow. Oh, you're an expert marksman. I see. Right? Okay, so that's where I'm getting like the energy to like attach amazing and probably also on the back end the great to your name, because it's like you're like the specialty, like fire polish, like, dang, you just died how many times, bruh? Like, was it 13 or 29? Like, this is not somebody that just decided they were going to burn some incense and say a chant, okay? Like, and I'm not coming for people that do that. I too burn incense, okay? I'm just trying to express that, like, God is impressed with you, Sir Madam Brosis. What have you? Starseed. Honey bun. Okay, because you, I mean, there's doing the damn thing, but like, my God, you put your foot in it when you did the damn thing. It's like you already did the damn thing, but you put your foot in it, okay? It's giving, you went to hell, told hell you were there for the keys, right? And gripped them up real quick with expediency because they already knew you were coming because of who you are in the spirit, right? It's giving Yeshua vibes, golly. So you could be a direct connect to Yeshua's bloodline, okay? That could be some. That makes me want to hit up that Magi deck, right? Let me see. Let me fuck around and find out. Because I'll get in that ass. Y'all know I will. Bear with me because my decks, like, I've moved them again. And then they got moved. And then I moved them again. I'm like, oh no. And like, I deadass keep trying to set up the most expedient setup so I can be like, this deck is here and that deck is there and here we are. So I found it, you guys. I too am amazing. Don't mind me. I promise this isn't me being egoic. I just too am my own cheerleader, and I feel like there's no problem with that because I ain't got no time to wait around for somebody to remove their head from their earth, right? No, let me stop. But okay, here we go. Yeah, you guys need to cleanse your energy. Couple reasons. For some, not all, spell work. Bless. Yeah, somebody didn't want that shit to come out. Golly, now I gotta go into the deck because this is Portal and I don't fuck around, okay? So you did that, not me. Here we go. All right, not you, collective. Sorry, I'm coming for your narcs probably. Yeah, because you're an empath, understatement, and it's giving time to shine, honey bunny. You ready? Some of you guys are shamans. I don't know if I channeled that already. I feel like I did. Damn sure light workers in the collective. Hello, hey, hi, love and light. Okay. Goddess energy. There's that ascended master-ish, right? You could be seeing 3s, 33, 333, 1333 as well. I'm hearing to say you are royalty. There's that Yeshua lineage, perhaps, right? And you have a big mission on earth, and you do have the gift of courage. So I don't want to hear no, you can't, and you probably won't do it, and everybody but you're having a third eye awakening, and you need to hermit the fuck out of your path right now for such a time as this, because let's face it, you need your beauty rest. Okay, I mean, DNA upgrade alone is like, you better lay it down and thank Metatron later. You know what I'm saying? Those that know. Okay, but let me just check, because I'm very protective of my collective, and I already see victory because my collective are spiritual badasses, and they are so damn protected. People should just stop trying to unalive themselves by trying to project onto you. I literally have the victory card, second card out, spirit team, right? Let's talk about it. You will be victorious over any attacks against you, no matter what they do. You already won. And spirit team indicating your team has your back right now, okay? And you're never alone. All right. Massive success is coming to you after you release someone toxic from your life. Also coming out, okay? Cleanse those mirrors, you guys. Those that know. Smudge them down. Florida water, incense, all that jazz. Just saying. All right. Ooh, someone is trying to manifest somebody in their life. And I think that is our cue to end this, because I want to get on the live with you guys. I appreciate you guys. 33 on the timer. I love you guys. And please know you're amazing. All right. Thank you for those that will hit the like and tell a friend about the video and the channel and the lives and the free questions. All right. I feel like I'm running late, so I'm going to hop off. Love and light.